You and your wife have both been reborn, and in your past life she was a globally famous goddess, while you were just a stay-at-home husband behind her, and every time she came home she was freezing cold to you. After 7 years of marriage, she never let you touch her once, and gradually you got tired of always waiting. So you asked your wife for a divorce, saying, "Let's get a divorce." Your firm voice made Lily, who was silent behind you, tremble in at the door of the Civil Affairs Bureau. You looked at the divorce certificate in your hand with mixed feelings, wondering if she hadn't chosen that path. Would things be completely different for the two of you now? And you said, "I'm sorry." Suddenly footsteps stopped and a choked, sobbing voice came from behind. You still couldn't help it and turned around to pat her head, smiling and saying you didn't do anything wrong. You are busy with work, and there is just no way around it. Just remember to stay up late less and take fewer sleeping pills. I heard from Jake that those meds have huge side effects. Now that I'm not around, you have to learn to cook for yourself. Eat less takeout, and next week is our wedding anniversary. I actually booked that bridal shop you like to finally take our wedding photos, but it looks like we won't need them now, and you shook your head with a self-mocking smile. Lily's eyes gradually turned red and you smiled as you turned and waved goodbye. Crystal clear hot tears could no longer be stopped from welling up in Lily's eyes, and in her blurred vision, your figure walked further and further away. Tears soaked her stunningly beautiful face, as if all the strength in her body had been drained. She collapsed weakly to the ground, feeling like a piece of her heart was missing, bringing a piercing pain, and this once glamorous top star who only smiled on the big screen was now crying her eyes out, looking totally helpless as snowflakes fell on her fragile shoulders. Suddenly a sharp honking sound rang out, and you saw an out-of-control big truck heading uncontrollably right towards Lily, and your mind went completely blank. Your body was almost entirely out of your control as you tossed the little red book to the roadside and sprinted towards her with all your might, yelling, "Lily, move out of the way." You screamed like crazy, and Lily looked up through her tears, staring blankly as you rushed over, and in those once dull and lifeless eyes, a breathtaking sparkle suddenly returned, and then she opened her arms and threw herself into your embrace, and the City Express reports for you. Truck driver Mr. Smith was driving drunk and at 7:05 tonight ran over and killed a newly divorced couple at the intersection of Main and 5th, and the suspect fled the scene and is missing. Citizens are urged to provide any info on his whereabouts, and Leo and Lily seem to return to the very beginning, hugging each other tightly as one. And when you finally woke up from the endless darkness, the bright light in front of you made you squint. Then you felt someone push your shoulder, and a skinny guy with huge black framed glasses and a few pimples on his forehead appeared in front of you, saying, "Come on, Leo, let's go eat," and your pupils shrank.
下意识的，大龙你还真是会这样，简直跟高中时期一模一样。
Jake's mouth twitched and he reached out to feel your forehead, muttering to himself as he checked, saying, "This can't be right. Did doing a math test give you a hallucination, and you thought math tests?" You subconsciously looked down at the desk and lifted your arms, revealing a blank test paper underneath with only 2 multiple-choice questions answered for Class 5, and instantly your eyes went wide as you Shulianly grabbed a small round mirror with a pink cat on the back from the desk in front. And the mirror showed a fair-skinned young guy with bright eyes and a totally refreshed spirit, without even a hint of stubble on his face, and you dashed out of the classroom, standing in the 3rd-floor hallway surrounded by young figures, laughing and playing under the blue sky with singing echoing across the empty campus. You had been reborn and returned to your high school days. "Leo, are you sure you are really okay? Because I feel like something is wrong with your brain." And you thought, "Do you think you are being polite saying that right to my face?" As you walked towards the cafeteria with the crowd, and after realizing you actually went back to high school, you felt extremely excited and complicated at this moment, and the joy of rebirth made you forget the last scene of your past life. This time, you decided to change the previous ending until a hoarse voice came over the campus broadcast, making you stop in your tracks as that once incredibly familiar name echoed in your ears again. The next song is requested by Lily from Class 1 for everyone. No more contact singing, we don't contact anymore, and I hope you don't mind. The melodious voice echoed around you, making your vision gradually blur, and a lot of memories flooded your mind, and after spacing out for a while, you snapped back, subconsciously reaching for your pocket, wanting to curl your lips into a smile, but you just grabbed empty air and you smiled helplessly.